Bonjour, c'est Madame Metzger, and today we are working on Allez, Viens Level 1, Chapter 10, and we are starting to learn all about direct objects, direct object pronouns, and where to put them, along with our unit on clothing. All right, class, so you all have a packet, and you are looking at the front of the packet. And so I want you to follow along with me. You'll need un crayon or un stylo. You're going to need a pen or a pencil. Let's get started. So what are direct objects? We need to start in English to make sure that we understand what a direct object is and how to find it in the sentence. So as you look with me on your packet, a direct object, they are nouns, people or things that receive the action of the verb. If you can repeat the subject and the verb, then ask what, and you have an answer. That is the direct object. So, for example, today I am giving notes to the students. Repeat the subject, verb, and ask what. I am giving what? Notes. Oh, notes is the direct object. All right, follow along with me. Number 1. We are going to look at these 20 sentences, and we're going to underline the direct objects in those sentences. Okay, so number 1, numéro 1. Are you eating pizza for lunch? Subject, verb, what? Are you eating what? Pizza for lunch? Pizza is our direct object. So we're going to take that and we're going to underline it. Oops, hide that. I don't think I can do it while I am, maybe I can. There we go, underline pizza. Okay, number 2, Paul is writing a letter for his mom. Paul is writing what? That's right, a letter. We're going to include the noun markers, and also we're going to go ahead and include any adjectives that might come with it for our purposes, because we're going to eventually be getting rid of the direct object, and we're going to be using a direct object pronoun in its place, and in which case you're going to get rid of all adjectives and noun markers and things too. Okay, let's do one more together. Numéro 3. We are making crepes this afternoon at my house. We are making what? That's right, crepes. So we're going to underline crepes. Now, there can be lots of other stuff after it, as you've noticed. This afternoon is when, and at my house is a prepositional phrase saying where. None of that has to do with the direct object. We're just finding the direct objects and underlining them. I'm going to ask you to go ahead and pause this video, and I want you to do 4 through 20, asking yourself, subject, verb, what? Repeat the subject, repeat the verb, ask what? Is there a direct object there? And underline it. So please pause the video now. Okay, I'm assuming that you've paused that video and you've done the rest, so I'm going to quickly go through them with you. All right, so are you beginning what? Your homework. Soon is your time frame. Are you looking for their dog? Their dog. Are you looking for what? Their dog. I forgot the answer. I forgot what? The answer. Are you getting the dress and the shoes? Are you getting what? The dress and the shoes. Very good. She is not buying the necklace. She is not buying what? The necklace. The teacher is giving back the quizzes today. The teacher is giving back what? The quizzes. We are selling the car for $5,000. We're selling what? The car. The kids are watching TV in the other room. The kids are watching what? TV. Where in the other room is a prepositional phrase. Are you answering the phone now? Are you answering what? The phone. Now is just your time frame. I'm giving her a present this weekend. I'm giving her what? A present. To or for whom is the her. That's actually an indirect object right there. You're not giving her to somebody. You're giving a present to her. Hopefully that didn't trick you up. He loves Gabrielle. He loves what? Or in this case, who? Because people can be direct objects if they're receiving the action. And then in this case, it is. He loves Gabrielle. I love you. I love what? Or who? You. You is your direct object. We sing songs in the car all the time. What are we singing? Songs. Where? In the car. Prepositional phrase. Time frame. All the time. Are you taking out the trash? Oh, you are taking out the trash every Monday night. You're taking out what? The trash. They're reading a novel in class. What are they reading? A novel. And the teachers give homework every night. What do they give? Homework. And lastly, I'm wearing the white shoes. What are you wearing? The white shoes. And I told you we're going to put the adjective in there because everything that we have now underlined, everything that we have underlined, we can replace with a direct object pronoun. So now that we understand what a direct object is in English, it is a noun, a person, or a thing that receives the action of the sentence, and we can locate it in a sentence. It's time to take some notes about what this looks like in French. So turn the page in your packet. And we're going to fill out these notes together. All right. So here we go. Direct objects. And the words in red are the parts that you're filling in. These are guided notes. So number 1, direct objects. What are they? It's a noun that receives the action of the verb. Just like in English, I like the jacket. I'm wearing a dress. In French, it's the same way. J'aime le blouson. Je porte une robe. Actually, the red is not what you're writing there. So I gave you the English. I like the jacket. I'm wearing a dress. And you're filling in the French. J'aime le blouson. Je porte une robe. But of course, I have highlighted the direct objects. Okay. Next, direct objects are often replaced with DOP, which is short for direct object pronouns. In English, we say it, him, her, or them. It, him, her, or them. If at any point I go too fast, just pause the video. Okay, what are our direct object pronouns in French? In English, it's it, him, her, or them. In French, if you look, they look like our noun markers or our articles for nouns, the words for the. They are the same looking words, but they're functioning totally different in our sentence. So if your direct object is masculine and singular, you're going to use the pronoun le. If it's masculine and plural, you'll use the pronoun les. Now, if it's singular, le, and the next word begins with a vowel, you'll get rid of the E and put an L apostrophe. Feminine, if your direct object is feminine and singular, it will be la. If the next word begins with a vowel, though, get rid of your A and put an L apostrophe. If it's plural, it is still lay. Le, la, lay, and L apostrophe. Let's see how this works. Placement, very different than English. In English, our direct object pronouns go in the same place they go when you're using just a regular direct object. Not so in French. So in present tense, the direct object pronoun goes before the conjugated verb. If you have one verb, it's going to go in front of that one verb. So for example, je mets le blouson. I am putting on the jacket. If I want to say I'm putting it on, I want to get rid of blouson and say it, I'm putting it on. I'm going to use le because it's masculine, singular, and I'm going to put it in front of my conjugated verb. Je le mets. Je le mets. I'm putting it on. Je porte la robe. I'm wearing the dress. What am I wearing? The dress, la robe. La robe is feminine singular. I'm going to use la, and I need to put it in front of my one conjugated verb. Je la porte. I'm wearing it. Je l'apporte. It is going to replace the entire direct object phrase, like I was kind of having you underline earlier. So if there are any adjectives or noun markers, all of it's going to go away to the pronoun, and we do this in English too. So for example, il met sa grande cravate verte. He is putting on his big green tie. I'm going to simply say he is putting it on. He puts it on. I'm not going to say he puts it on big green. So I get everything, and I'm going to replace all of it with it. He puts on his big green tie. He puts it on. Il met sa grande cravate verte. Il la met. All of it turns into la because cravat is feminine singular. Il la met. What if the sentence is negative? Well, our rule is that the ne pas sandwich always goes around the conjugated verb. But our rule is that our pronoun goes in front of our conjugated verb. The pronoun gets the priority. The pronoun gets the priority. It is going to go in front of that conjugated verb, which means if you have a ne pas sandwich, it's going to go around both. So, il met les bottes. Les bottes is going to turn into the pronoun les. It's going to go in front of the verb. But if I want to say he's not wearing them, my ne pas is going to go around the conjugated verb, but there's a pronoun in front, so it has to go around both. Il ne les met pas. Il ne les met pas. He is not wearing them. Very good. What about future sentence, or when you have a conjugated verb and an infinitive? When you have a conjugated verb and an infinitive, the direct object pronoun goes in front of the infinitive, the second one, the one that is not conjugated. Example, elle va mettre le manteau. She is going to wear the coat. We want to say she's going to wear it, or she's not going to wear it. Well, in this case, we have a conjugated verb and we have an infinitive. And when we have two, we're going to put it in front of the infinitive, the one that is not conjugated. So le manteau is going to be le, masculine singular. It's going to go in front of the infinitive. Oui, elle va le mettre. If I want to say she's not going to wear it, my ne pas continues to go around my conjugated verb, elle ne va pas. My pronoun continues to go right in front of the infinitive, le mettre. Elle ne va pas le mettre. She's not going to wear it. Elle ne va pas le mettre. I skipped that in the notes. Okay, commands. And now in your notes, your commands say E, but nonetheless, commands. If you're giving a command and it's a positive command, like wear it, then your it is going to go after your verb and you need to connect it with a hyphen. So if you want to say wear it and you're referring to a dress, which is feminine, it would be porte la. If you want to say wear it and you're talking about a sweater, le pull, you need to say porte le. We learned this in our expressions in the last section when we were saying forget him or forget her. Forget him, oublie le. Forget her, oublie la. It's the same concept. We just didn't talk about what we were doing exactly. Now we are. So your pronouns go after and they're connected by a hyphen. Okay, that ends our notes. Now you are going to move on in your packet and you're going to do direct object number 1. Let me move this over. Direct object number 1. I would really like you to look at the sentence and put in parentheses the direct object and any other words that go with it that you're going to get rid of. So, for example, the first one is tu ne cherches pas. Tu ne cherches pas le jean bleu. You're not looking for the blue jeans. You're not looking for what? The blue jeans. Put parentheses around the blue jeans. And then above it, which pronoun will you use? Le, la, les, or elle apostrophe? I'm going to see if I can do this on the board for you. So, tu ne cherches pas le jean bleu. Okay, so if I write over here, you're still in. Okay. Tu ne cherches pas le jean bleu. No. Bleu. Okay. Tu ne cherches pas le jean bleu. Do you see that? Okay. So in your sentence, you're going to say, you're not looking for what? Le jean bleu. I want you to put parentheses around what you think the direct object is. Le jean bleu. Very good. Next, above it, are you going to use the pronoun le, la, les, or L apostrophe? Well, le jean bleu is masculine singular, so I'm going to use le and write it above it. Next, you're going to look at your sentence and you're going to say to yourself, is this a command? No, I see a subject and verb. Is there one verb or two verbs? There's only one. Okay, so I know that if there's one verb conjugated, I'm going to put it directly in front of that. Put an arrow there. Now you're ready to rewrite it on your line. You're putting le where that arrow is. So when you rewrite it, it's going to be tu ne le cherches pas. Okay? You're not looking for your blue jeans. You're not looking for it. We would say them in English. You're not looking for them. All right, so it goes right in front. If you follow my instructions and do it this way, you won't make any silly mistakes, and it's going to get you in the habit of doing one step at a time. What can I replace? Put it in parentheses. Which pronoun do I use? Le, la, les, or L apostrophe? Where does it go? Is there one verb or two? Put an arrow where it belongs and then rewrite it. Eventually, you will not need to do all of this, but for now, I would really like you to. You're going to continue on with section A, B, and C. All right, thank you, and I will see you in class soon. A biento.